So Salman, you told me about your plans. A wonderful picture there, and a metaphor that you chose that is that we're a good company. That's us working together. Yes. But you had a really clever idea of that in the actual place where it's built, people will work in the same way. Could you explain that? That's very good.
Well, this is the plan that we have discussed before coming to this abroad, England. I planned in my home country to make the hospital that in the rural area for the poor people treatment, and then later on we have a little bit modified it. That we are the company of good people like this person and me, and there are 4 or 5 people have the company that we are going to work in a group in which we are going to encourage the good ideas of the people rather than creating the barriers for them. I will say here that this is the system in which the trust beneficiaries are the main supporting for funds of the poor people. Nobody's self-respect is damaged by taking money from anybody else, because trust beneficiaries are the autonomous body like that fund issuance.
Yeah. And a lot of criticism has happened in the past that people feel charity is done to them. You know, they have no choice. They have to smile and accept the charity. But it may not be what they need. They may have their own ideas of what they want to do. And this means that they have that power, doesn't it? They have that respect. And they're working in the same way that we would work. Is that what you mean?
Yes, well, it means that the reason for making these financial institutions that the self-respect could never be damaged of any person. And they are responsible for engaging such charity to people that are needy. They have to analysis of that everything. This is not the botheration of the one person who is going to donate, but the financial institution will work where they have to allocate that fund in a good way.
Yeah, good. And what does barriers mean to you? Because I've only known you a few hours, but we've become good friends. So what in your life have been barriers that you've faced or your family have faced? You mentioned your father in 1970s had to move because of, that must have been terrible. Is that right?
I will say that, to be honest, the barriers every person has faced in their life. Similarly, I faced that. Like that, whenever you want to do some good work, a lot of people say that first you have to do work for yourself, then you think about others. Although this thing is right at some stage, but these thinkings and beliefs should not be discouraged, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
And other thing I want to mention one just here that the routine things are doing by every person. If we are going to do some good work, that is mostly above the routine level.
Yeah. Tell me about your father and what he faced. What he had to move, was that right?
Well, not my father, my forefather, my grandfather migrated from India to Pakistan due to the wars that happened in Pakistan, in subcontinent. There are division of 3 countries. This one country is divided into 3 countries, and a lot of the people have to leave their homes, their properties, and their affiliation with the people, and they have to move thousands of miles away from their home country.
And how has that stayed in your family? How has that influenced your father and you? Has it influenced your thoughts and on peace between people or between, you know?
Yes, I think that whenever one person going to be settled in a new place, he has a lot of problems. Same problems are faced by my grandfather and my father as well. And even when I was child, I listened from my father that mostly we have faced these problems here. When we come here settled, for local people are not going to accept them. They are migrated people, they said that. Although that migration is according to the rule of the government, but they are not accepting that. And other thing is that we have a lot of affiliation with that land. When we come here, we have not such affiliation with that. Our feelings and everything are disturbed, and even our property and setups and everything has been disturbed.
Some people might say that between you and me, you know, Western, Australian, and you, Punjabi,
Pakistan.
Pakistan, there's a big barrier, you know, it's almost too big barrier. Do you feel that we have a barrier between you and me? And how have we broken that barrier? How have you and me broken that barrier?
Well, I will divide it into 2 parts. First of all, I say that thoughts that I have in mind are too much similar with you. That's why we become friends. There is no such a barrier in that. I'm a kind person. I try to be kind. Similarly, I find in you it as you are like to hospitality to guests. Similarly, in that. On the other side, I will say that this is not a barrier. That is a little bit, you can say that two things. Second one, that you have very much, your color is very much bright. A little bit different. You have white hairs and my hairs are going to be white.
That means I'm old, he's young.
No. And thing that we have Australia is a good country. Australian people are good. We have a patch up with them, and as I discussed you before that, we brought a lot of breeds of the animals from them.
Yeah, well, you know, people are good and bad everywhere. But I'm proud to have made friends with you, and I say, Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you.
Aapse milke.
Aapse milke.
Please say that.
Aapse milke.
Acha laga.
Acha laga. I'll say it again. Aapse milke. Acha laga. Which means I'm pleased to meet you.
Tuade naal
Tuade naal
milke
milke.
acha lagya.
Acha lagia.
Last thing, Sajjan rose nahi milde.
Sajan rose nahi milte.
Allah Hafiz. Thank you.